Oh, that goes out, I think. Alright. I'm not here to attend the hearings. I'm here to find the archives. Can you tell me where the archives here? Archives. Oh, person.
Hail and well met.
Frigga. Praise be to Magrin, and welcome to the temple. How may I be of service? Uh-oh. You seem upset. What's wrong? Her shoulders thumbs. This is about the fires, isn't it? They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Slow down. Tell me what this is about. The sacred powers over town. You must see the statues of goddesses around the city holding up empty braziers. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now, and people need to see them more than ever these days. What does that mean? It means my devotion and prayers that kept them lit. It was my devotion and prayers that kept them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about is horror all over the city. The grieving families, the refugees. How can Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? And this has shaken your faith? She nods. I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. She frowns and casts a quick glance in your direction. You're also devout, aren't you? Surely you can understand what I'm about to tell you. Lately, I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness, with pools filled with sunburst color. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens, even when they splash into the earth. And behind the falls is a cave filled with fire, heat, and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there, she shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition now to see if anybody recognizes the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd even do if I found that place. Sagani's painted brow furrows. An uncertain mission with no clear outcome. I can understand her confusion. Still, it seems odd she would send us when the vision is clearly hers. I'd like to more know about the temple here. Magran is the most revered goddess among all Dirwodians, so it's no surprise that her temple is part of the ducal palace. Her first fire symbolized trials, revolutions, the blazing new paths, all which that are important to us. This is the first of the sacred pyres. When it is lit, so are the rest around the city. Something else? What is the significance of these pyres? They symbolize Magran's power and guidance, and right now the people of Defiance need to be assured of our presence. Our neighbors in the Valyrian Republic see us as superstitious, but we're just sensitive to signs and warnings of the gods. Goodbye. Cinders of Faith. Now you want us to go find. Alright, whatever, sure, why not? A figure of a warrior. It's empty and palms are blackened. Never far from the queen. Cinders of Faith. Travel to this temple. Alright. Retrieve the stolen scroll. Abandoned farm. Fragments of Faith. And I don't know where Anne's log is. She asked me to travel south to Anslog Compass, where I can find Ragna. To find a way to ensure she keep her soul, turns a tide, find the ruins behind Calendar, explore the endless path, the master below, the long hunt. Alright, so the archives aren't here, so let's go upstairs. Am I gonna see more souls? Mind. Okay, mind. Dwarf. I'm looking for the archives. Are the archives here? Oh, these must be them. Cool. Sweet. Edgar, we can talk to them about your archives. Isn't that great? Please love me. I love you. Records
Good
keeper.
day, stranger.
Yes? Is there something I can help you pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to somebody. The man clears his throat. We have a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we have to bar access to the public. There seems to be a quite number of folks in Deerwood who bear ill will towards Ritzurdians. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. I have no reason to suspect you to be different to the others. I can take what I want. In Duke's Palace, I assure you, yeah. Besides, without my assistance, you'll be studying scrolls for years. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought on. You must understand, I've heard many such stories. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. Alright. Let's start talking to people. Defiant Spade isn't exactly what I was hoping for. Say what you want about the Gilded Veil, at least you could all agree they all wanted to hang me.
Yes?
Aloth? How may I be of service?
Yes?
Kana? No, I don't want that. I want to talk to you.
Yes, my friend?
Nope.
Ready,
Sagni? Tell me about Itamak. A good hunter, much nicer than a toker, and that's fine with me. We went to hunt in Nastic. We always bring our foxes with us. They help track and flush game. They're fierce defenders against bear snow leopards. Clever Itamuk has always been my favorite. He wags his bushy tail. I'm curious about your search for Persnick. I'll tell you what I can, but the pilgrims are all like mine. Are elders usually reborn so far from the village? Most often. They return somewhere in the Steak, a member of another village, or they're usually mooring around the Garenfell. When my grandfather was a boy, the elder came back as a polar bear. The hunters chosen for the text had to recite half the village deeds while running away from the beast. Even so, there have been journeys longer than mine, some last decades, and the huntress doesn't always return. Why do your people have this tradition? It's something we've always done. The elder sages first began to forge ties with other villages. It's hard to fight over caribou herds when someone you respect on the other side. We also believe that passing her history on this way keeps us stronger and helps them, the elders I mean, return to us after they've been away from us for a generation or more. They can use the experience they've accumulated over lifetimes to lead the village again. What happens when an elder is found? That depends on the man and woman he's become. It's easiest when the rebirth happens in another village of Mystique, where the tradition is understood. Even in the white that wends and the South Islands of the Dead Friar Archipelago, people understand this custom and will welcome you politely enough, even if their souls do not remember. But sometimes you find someone whose soul has no memory of the village, and you have to tell them of the people who remember him. Still, as disheartening as this is, you hope the remainder will aid his soul in the future life. How did you get picked to search for Pisic? She grins. Another old village tradition. The elders watch the caribou migrations and cast seal bones to determine the right time for this journey. When the omens were determined, all the village's wives drew shark teeth. We're the ones that go away to hunt and fish, so we're best suited for tasks like this. That's really cool. It's the women who hunt in the village, not the and the men take care of the children. Anyway, I grabbed the little tooth. She frowns. Traveling so far is a rare privilege for us, but as you can see, the journey can be unpredictable. What are your thoughts on my search? She frowns. Helps to know what you're hunting. You've got a lot of tracks to follow, but where they'll lead is anybody's guess. What do you do back in Nestique? I'm a long hunter. I stalk game across the tundra with some of the other wives. We usually hunt caribou and oxen, but we find hares and birds too. It's good, respected position to see so much of Nestique in the company of my friends and sisters. This is the one pleasure of life in the Masuk. I want to know about your homeland. Nestique? It's a big island in the middle of the Dreadfire Archipelago, just off the coast of the White that Wends. Tundra mostly, with a few snow-covered forests in the warmer parts. Most of us live in fairly small villages by standards. Anyway, mine is Masuk. Who lives there? Mostly, into Nix, like me, people call us boreal dwarves. Oh, you're a dwarf, not a halfling. Migratory clans of Glenfelin from the White that Wends sometimes spend the colder seasons on the Steak, but we don't see too many other foreigners who can tolerate the elements. She pats her weathered bronze arm. Those of us born in Seek like to say we have a hardy layer of sealskin just beneath our flesh. What's Nistique like? Cold. Not as cold as the wind that wends. The few kith that visit Nasik find it sparse, but there are plenty to sustain the village if you know where to look. We get hides and meat from caribou, seals, and small whales. Bone too. We make fine bows and arrowheads. Community is important to us. We survive or perish together. So everything we do, every week-long hunt, every wall we build is for the village. Tell me more about Masuk. We're a tundra village. To the outsider's eyes, we're probably not much different from the others around us, but our elders have stories that go back hundreds of years. Epic hunts and battles with neighboring villages, sworns across the village. We share these stories too. Alright, that's all. Let's move on.
Absolutely.
Alright, I guess
Hey.
I need to gain more renown if I need to... Oh, I can't steal that. That's in front of everybody. If I need to get stuff done. Alright, let's go back outside. There must be ways to increase my renown. Maybe if I help the people in this town, that's probably gonna be it. That's gonna be annoying and a pain in the butt. Butts. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I do anything. Alright,
Well,
where...
whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it.
Quaint!
Nope, you had it right.
It's so quaint. Nobles. Alright, this is, Blackened Stone Century. Oh, it's surrounded by wildflowers. Claims another curious cell. Call it for interested patrons. I don't know. I don't wanna read anymore. Oh, it's down there. Down those stairs. Stairs! Oh, the stairs. Did I pick that? I will pick that. Regular folks. More reasonable. Commoner. I guess this is it?
This would be the temple Merwald spoke of, or what remains of it.
There's a translucent man. Praise
To the exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail. Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
Oh great, I see ghosts. I literally see dead people! Who are you? Ghost.
Lord Ardwellen Rugform III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Wodika's house of worship. What are you doing?
Worshipping Wudika, the exiled queen and oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do.
I'd like to know more about Wodika.
A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Wudika watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Wudika is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
When she reclaimed... You know you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
I'm serious. Look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
Oh well. I was told to find the Temple of Wodika here.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum.
What stairs?
These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
Tell me where I'd find the entrance to these catacombs.
There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
I think I know what you're talking about. Thanks, dude! Sagani rolls up to you. You're alright! You look like you almost lost your footing for a minute. It happens from time to time. She watches you quietly. You're really a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders or a lone set of tracks in the snow. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about her. She just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer her up, so I just let her. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time she goes a little strange in the face, I try to see if I can hear anything. Kinda grins. It hasn't worked so far. If you can get her to tell you what the spirit said. Praise the exile queen. Find the way into Temple of Boudica. Alright, what else is around here that I can do shit? The embassy? Blackenberry. Crucible Keep. Huh. And Ordina's gift. Ordina's gift is, Alright, so let's visit everywhere here first. We're going on an adventure! This way. Let's go in this place. Yay! It's like Zelda! I just walk into places and nobody gives a fuck about where I am and what I'm gonna do. I don't know what this place is. Hey, could you tell me?
Gods keep you.
What can this humble servant of the Republics do for you? Tell me about the Valelan Republics. They are rich in all ways in wealth, styles, and culture. If you were to go to the Republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I am here because the Songreta Ducala wishes it. But when my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Salona. If there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. What do you do here? As a Valyrian ambassador, my job is to ensue trade with Deerwood remains strong and profitable. Alright, thanks, man. Who's that? Who that? Diplomat. Dude. Books. Lots of stuff. Diplomat. Lots of diplomats you have here. Is there anything here? Nope. Anything here? I swear, I gotta come back and steal everything. Anything around here? That's a chest. I don't know if I should loot the chest. I won't for now. Probably bad things will happen to me if I start stealing everything in existence. Is that everything in here? Yep. Yep. Alright, let's go out. To adventure! I wish my D&D games were like this. Oh well. Can't have everything in life, unfortunately. Cry. Alright.
You've been on your own for 5 years.
It's changed around year 2.
Bye.
I'm here.
Can we go in there?
Hey.
Crucible Keep? I don't even know what this place is. I mean, it's a keep, right? So it's just like where the militia is and shit like that? Maybe? Maybe not? Hi.
Hail and well met.
Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring for the Vice. Keeps us busy. You look like you've recently traveled yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights. I'm proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so Commander Clavier can focus on more important matters. Looking for something? Or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters for the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor as well as many of our soldiers' bunk. Commander Cliver is in the back, making plans as usual. You'll find the forge to the west of the end of the building, where along with our Master Smith Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the Golem, if you're the praying type. Tell me about the Crucible Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Clavier I said that, he grins. We're the first organized militia to oppose Iridian rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunrid Row. Dunrid Row? That's a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher up knows there's something messy with built in your soul's past. Keeping their ranks pure is fine with me. I just wish they were more careful about hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts and waits and glances around. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you can't trust them. Hostility is in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. All I'm saying is, they should be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? You know, if people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so hostile. Aldmar shrugs. I'm speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems the biggest crime of them all. Uh-huh. Sure. Racist! Racist! Asshole. I want to talk to your smith. Maybe he's nicer. Alright. Hello? Is anybody here? Anybody important? Vincent.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
What do you do
I'm
here?
a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Tell me about the knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formation.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages connected to Deerwood's heroes of old. Other than Dunrid Row, who really knows anything about that, though? Guess I'm going to Dunrid Row next, eventually. Hi! Is anyone right here? That's dude. Lockers. I want to loot them. That's the Grim Cake Tub. Awful stench. Don't really want to sleep in somebody's stuff. This must be the mess hall. Just a car. And what's over here? Oh, that's the temple. And a book. I don't need any more books. Like, I'm chocked full of books as is. This is the, oh, this must be the temple to the golem. Ah, puppy. I love that box. Can I have him? Can I have him, please? Where haven't I gone? There's a smith. Was I there? Let's go here. Maybe she's here. Maybe not. Oh yeah, that's another forge, I guess. Huh, and that must be the way... Hello? No? Okay. This Clavier's place? Maybe? Nope. Nope, not gonna steal anything. I'm a good person. Open this door? Thank you. Oh, that's the training yard. She must be over here somewhere. Walia. Oh, we can talk to her. If this is about the patrols, my Nova Knights are already stretched their limit between the refuge influx and the mess at Heritage Hill. I simply don't have enough units there. I'm sorry, was there something you need? Is there something wrong at Heritage Hill? She lowers her voice. What's wrong isn't the real question. The whole district is a walking, flesh-eating corpse. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just as I lost one of my finest commanders there, and after a second card rotation to disappear. There's already enough rumors in Band District and I could look into it. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in the Bay, but a few months ago the residents went mad, started eating each other and anything else. Oh boy. Now everyone stands guard there. Everyone comes back, talks of the stench of the grave and groans. This is why we're questioning the animancers. Sealed in the district code containing words. It seems to be working for now. You said something was wrong with their walking corpses. I could take a look at it. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers. Why would I let anybody in? What seems like you could use the help. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. And if you somehow put a stop to this, you got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the keep's novelettes. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. They're good soldiers. They're quick to adapt to new challenges. Alright. Missing sentries. See? Got another quest. Where's your commander? I am looking for your commander. Commander-in-chief. That's not your commander. That's the scroll room. Did I go up here? Oh, there's an upstairs. I should go upstairs.
We just don't have the manpower.
Hi!
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who would rather fix a problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working on an animancy scholar to build what's called Forge Knights, warriors that can patrol the streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws rocks at him, and we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He constructed the armor, but we need a scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my initiates have checked. Viana lives with the rest of those guys in Copper Lane. Oh. Why don't you get the research, bring it to Dustin in the areas it's his expertise. Once you brought over the research, he can sell you arms and armor if you have to. He forges and requires our equipment. You find far more capable smith. Oh, he's the smith. You're in charge of the knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker's castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and to keep order for the Duke. Tell me about the knights. He crosses his hands. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or in Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city in Hadret's day. We improved our training since then, but Dunred's Row can certify that many of our soldiers come from good Deerwoodian fighting stock. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's becoming more important than ever. Unfortunately, it's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozen and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What does a dozen have against you? He snorts. They're demagorgs and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day, street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they've no patience for law and order. Tell me about these enterprising families. House Dormenil, namely. They're one of the city's oldest noble houses and the largest criminal organization. Their patriarch, Gidmir, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. I've kept on top of him. He hasn't been too happy about that. I see. Goodbye. Alright. Quest. Alright, I think I've done everything in here, so I'll just wait for people to come back here. That's real cool. Oh, he has something to say. We'll get to it.
Hey.
I like talking to you, Ender. You're so nice.
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in here and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwoodian's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all those knights ever talk about is when they're gonna get recognized as real knighthood. When are we gonna get titles in our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abion's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abion told him so. It seems some members only take their ideals seriously. You see it with older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I feel for them, seeing all that slowly wear away around them with nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have better people leading them.
I'd be glad to.
Oh, Eder, it's okay. There are just some things you can't fix, you know? Yeah, well, I wish I could fix everything too. Alright, Blackenberry, Temple. Alright, so we've gone everywhere here. So let's go to let's go to Orna's gift.
Watcher. Ready. Ready, Watcher. Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, hey, hey,
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
I'm just watching for
I'm here.
conversations.
hey.
Alright, cool. Yay! 9 hours. You know, something tells me it's like another 100 hours to go. I think I saved. Did I save? I think I did.